Hello, fellas. Today we have Play at the Races on the table. This is the new PDF game by Plaay.com and Keith Avalone. I have the real horses and the real jockeys all set up and ready to go. Now I have the sheet I have is one I just made up last night. This is the one that comes with the game. I wanted to have a bit of a Kentucky Derby feel to it, so I put them in the background. So I'm just using that from now. And I also totally messed up. And when I used the score sheet, I never made a copy before I started. So as a result, I used it all up. There's nothing at the website, so I had to come up with my own little score sheet. So that is going to be the score sheet. So the way you play, you just randomly put down jockeys and you randomly put down horses, which I did. And once you've done that, you have to see how they come out of the gate. What you do is you roll 2 dice and you check it against their sprint go number. So here's the horse, for an example, Seattle Slew, and the sprint go number is a 10. So if it's 10 or less, then you check the trophy and you place them on the track. So let's just see how it works out. So we need 10 or less for Seattle Slew. It is a 5. Now Seattle Slew would automatically be a gold trophy because whoever's in gate 1 automatically gets a gold trophy no matter what's on their card. They happen to have a gold trophy and they are in range of 10. So 1 to 10 would be a good roll. So for a gold trophy, they become the leader or the highest spot at the front of the pack. So you have front of the pack, middle of the pack, back of the pack. So we go on to the next horse. It is affirmed, whose sprint is a 9. We'll just roll. Rolls an 8. That is a silver horse. A silver horse will go to the highest in the front group. So there's the front group. So affirmed will be second. Next citation is a 9. We roll a 7. Again, a silver. So that horse will be third. Exterminator is sprint goal rating is an 8. A roll a 10. So they did not make it. Bill Shoemaker's running it. You can see the runner is an 8. So they will go to the back of the pack. They're 9th. Native Dancer is an 8. So it's high risk, high reward from the very beginning. That is in range. So silver again, highest in the front group. The front group is full. So we'll now go to the middle of the pack. So they'll be 4th. Secretariat is a 10. It is a 4. Again, they will start here in 5th. Next, Seabiscuit is an 8, and we roll the 10. So Seabiscuit will go to 8th in the race. Next, 20 grand is a 6. That is in range in a silver, so they will be 6th in this race. And finally, Man of War is a 10, rolls an 11, so goes to the back. And they will start in 7th. So this is how they come out of the gate. Once you do come out of the gate, one thing I should do is check the track conditions. Track conditions are 8. It is normal. So they are normal. Once you come out of the gate, you're going to check the pace of the race. So you're going to check the leader. And if the leader is a middler or a closer, you're going to go -1. And you can see that Seattle Slew is a front runner. So that is not going to affect the pace. The pace will be normal. Also, if the leader was a leader horse, then it would get +1 to the pace. So the pace would go from normal to fast. If it would have been a middler or a closer, it would have went from normal to slow. But it's just going to be a normal pace, which is going to affect how we do things. So there's fast, very fast. So we're going to be normal. Second thing you're going to do is you're going to put down chips. You're going to see the shape of the race. So first thing we're going to do is take a look at the race leader. And the race leader is going to get a chip if it's a front runner. And Seattle Slew is a front runner. So Seattle Slew will get a chip to start. And next, what you're going to do is you're going to check the front group. If they were a front runner or a stalker, they're going to get a chip. And we have a stalker and a stalker. So Citation will get a chip, so will Affirmed. In the middle group, we have a middler. They'll get a chip. We have a stalker, and a stalker, so there'll be no chips. Also, the horse that is in fourth will get a chip if it's a stalker. You can see fourth is Native Dancer. It is a stalker, so they will get a chip to start. So that's it. Our pace is normal. Conditions are normal. We've got our chips all set out. And now we're going to start our race. So the first time we're going to go to the first furlong. And I don't think I can show you that chart because it's part of the game. And if you'd have it, you'd have the whole game. So I'm just going to keep it off camera for now. But I will read the results to help you if you want to learn how to play. So we roll a 5. So a 5 on that chart, and the first long is all groups. So all groups are going to have a chance to move up. That's back of the pack, middle of the pack, front of the pack. And we rolled an 8, and an 8 is a burst. So we're looking for any horse that has a burst. So we always start at the back, and you can see that Exterminator has the burst quality. So let's just roll and see what they do. What you do is you check the red die against the diamonds of the jockey. Now the diamond, Shoemaker has 6. So that is going to be a good challenge. And you challenge the horse in the group ahead. So back of the pack will challenge middle of the pack. So they're going to be challenging Native Dancer. So 1 and 1. You can see if you're in 5th, you use the 2 or 3 on the white die. If you're in 6th, it's a 4, 5, or 6. And we're going to check 2 against the number of X's that they have. You can see Native Dancer has 2 check marks or X's, so they are going to hold off the attempt by Bill Shoemaker. We're going to go next onto Seabiscuit. I'm using this just to track the challenges. Seabiscuit needs a 3 on the jockey is a 1, and we need 1 to 3, so successful. Going against horse number 6, 20 grand, we need 3 X's. 20 grand has 1 X. And you also you can check the trait. So we said it's a burst. He has a burst, so 1 X plus a burst is 2, but it is a 3. So Seabiscuit is going to overtake 20 grand. And we're going to go on to the next horse. It's going to be Man of War. Johnny Longden has 5, and we got a 1. So it's a good challenge going against 6th. Seabiscuit 1X, and he will defend it. So Seabiscuit holds off Man of War. Now Seabiscuit is going to go against the front of the pack. Early is 1 to 3. That is going to be a good check on the jockey. We're going to check number 6. I'm just going to move this up here. That would be Day. So the front of the pack, 1, 2 is going to be for this horse. 3, 4, 5, 6 on the white die is this horse. And we have 2 X's, and you can see Citation has 1, 2, 3 X's. So an unsuccessful challenge by Seabiscuit. We're going to go to 5th. And do they have the quality? What did I say it was? Burst? Oh, no, it was 6 was speed. We're checking for the speed quality. So they all have it. Actually, this horse has a speed and a star. So they would get 2 challenges for Man of War. Let's just do that second challenge. Sorry about that, folks. So the challenge is good with the jockey. We're going to horse number 5 and 3 X's. And we have 1, and speed would make 2. That would be a good challenge. So Man of War will overtake Seabiscuit with that second challenge. And we are going to go on to the next horse. So Man of War would have got another 2 challenges for Man of War. Now they're going after the front runner. It is a 3, so he's got it. We're going after horse number 5. Do they have 5 check marks? We have 1, 2, 3. We get a 4 for being in 3rd. That's an automatic X for 2nd and 3rd. And they have the quality, so that is a 5. So the only way you're going to get Citation out of there is to roll a 6 on the blue. And since the trait we're looking for is speed, and he has 2 stars, he'll get a 2nd attempt. There he goes. It's good with the jockey. We're going to check this time. Horse number 1, do we have 5? We have 1, 2, 3, 4. For being in 2nd and 5. So they'll hold off Man of War. We're going to go to 5th. Here comes Dominguez. He has speed and a star. So 2 challenges. And the jockey's in the range. We're going to go to 6. That is not going to be able to stop them. You can't do a 6, but they have a chip, so they will hold off that challenge. But Secretariat has a speed and a star. They'll get 2 challenges. This one is good. Dominguez has 4, going after horse number 1 with a 3. They have 3 X's, so they will stop the challenge. Next, Julie Crone. Here they come. It's a 6. It's going to be an unsuccessful challenge, but she will use her chip to overtake 1, but 1 will use the chip to stop the challenge. So we'll go on to the next one. It is going to be Speed. Yes, Citation has it. Going after the leader. This could be a successful challenge. Do they have 5? Yes, they do. The leader has 1, 2, 3, 4, and Speed. The only way you're going to pass the Auto Slew is with a 6 blue. So that was unsuccessful. And Affirmed has Speed too. Let's see if she gets it. Does not get the 6. So that is a very long furlong, but that is furlong number 1. And, oh, I probably should have wrote where they were out of the gate. So on the score sheet, I have gate position and jockey out of the gate if you want, and how they finish. I think I'll just jot down how they finish, try and make a quick video. So we're going on a furlong number 2. We're going to roll the dice for furlong number 2. And that will be a sprint furlong. So we're going to roll. We got a 3, which means we are going to the middle group. So the black die will tell you what group. We're going to the middle. That are these 3 horses. And we rolled a 12, which is an unusual result. I haven't even had a chance to do that yet. So let's just skip that, because I haven't even done unusual results yet. I'll have to learn how to do it. Let's just change this to a 5 and say it was a reflex. So we're going to just manipulate a little bit, because the main purpose of this is just to teach how to play the game. So we're going to the middle group, so that if these horses here are going to challenge if they have the trait of reflex. And so this horse here, Manowar, has reflex, in fact, 2 stars. So a 6 cannot do it. That is an automatic negative. And next, Manowar, yes, the jockey is going to be a good check. We're going after number 6. Do they have 5? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And the trait, again, is reflex. They have it. So you're going to need a 6 to pass rotation. So that is an unsuccessful attempt by Johnny Longden and Manowar. So next, we're going to go to 5th. Does he have reflex? He does. Here comes the challenge. It's going to be a 1. It is a good challenge. Going after horse number 5. Do they have 5 X's? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yes, he does. A great stop there by Citation. Citation is going to be tough to pass. Native Dancer's up next. We have 2 on the jockey. Yes, it's going to work. We're going to go to Citation. It's not going to work. So that is furlong number 2. So we're going to check off furlong number 2, and we're going to number 3. So we'll move it over. Again, we're going to the sprint chart. Again, I cannot show you because it would give you the game. And we roll a 4 on the sprint chart, and that is going to be the middle group. So we're going to the middle group again. Number 7 is Burst. So we're looking for Burst. And Manowar has Burst with a star. So they get 2 chances. First one, we got a 3, which is good. We're going to number 1 and a 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, you're going to need a 6 for there. So unsuccessful. And you get 2 chances. We need a blue 6. Oh, we get it this time. So we're going to get a 2. That's in range. We're going after horse number 3. It's going to be up here. We have a 6. Citation is going to be passed by Manowar. So Manowar will move up into this 3rd spot. And we're going to go to Ramon Dominguez. And again, the trait we're looking for is Burst. and 2 chances for Dominguez. He's got a star. That is a 4. It's going to work. Going after number 3. And we need 2 X's, and he's got 3. So that is not going to work. But Dominguez has a burst of the star, so he gets 2 chances. Again, we need a blue 6, and we're not going to get it. Next, Native Dancer has a burst. Here comes the roll. It is a 6. It's not going to do it. So that is the end of furlong number 3. So we just check it off. Going on to furlong number 4. Now 4, you can see, has a question mark. So we got to roll a die. And if it's odd, we're going to use sprint. Even, we're going to use stamina. And it is odd. So we're going to use sprint again. So we're going to go to the sprint chart and we roll a 3. So 3 means middle group again. So we're back to these 3 horses doing the challenge. And 6 is a go. What you do on a go is you simply roll these 2 dice. And if they are, when you add them up, if they're less than or equal to the horse's sprint rating or goal rating, then they overtake the horse. So there's no defense of this one. So this is going to be a huge break for these guys. Citation is a 9. Let's see if he gets it. It is a 2, so it is less, and they're going to go to spot number 2. So citation will overtake affirmed. We're going to the next horse, Secretariat. It is a 7. That is less than 10. They're going to overtake horse number 1. That's the position. And finally, we're going to Native Dancer. We need an 8. And we roll a 3. So they're going to overtake horse number 3, which is going to be Man of War. And that is going to be the end of furlong number 4. We're going to furlong number 5. Again, another question mark. See what's going to have. It is a 2, which is even. And even is going to be stamina. Now, the first time you use stamina, you are going to give a chip to any horse that is a closer. So we're looking for front runner, stalker, 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 front runner, stalker, stalker, closer. So Exterminator will get a chip to start this round, as we are now going to stamina on furlong number 5. So here goes the roll. Number 2 on stamina is going to be the front group. So we're going to this group here. They're going to go after the leader, Seattle Slew. And what we're looking for, number 7, is strong. And Native Dancer is strong. So they're going to challenge Seattle Slew. And Jockey is a 4. That's a 2, so that works. This one doesn't really matter. And 2 defense, yes, they will push that person back. That is not going to work. So we're going to go on to the next particular jockey. And again, strong for... He's a strong star, so he gets 2 chances at it. And what happens if he is successful on the first one, you don't do it twice to move up a second group. So if Dominguez was here, say won the challenge, you don't go again on your second star, you would just get a chip. So Dominguez is up. It's going to go after Secretariat. 2 chances. And we can already tell the defense is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. You got to roll a blue 6. So that is not going to work. Second chance for Secretariat. This is going to work. And no, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They have the strong quality. That is not going to work. So that is going to be furlong number 5. We're going to furlong number 6. We're going to check for sprint or stamina. We roll a 4, which is even. So even means we're going to use stamina. And on the horses, you can see these are speed and this is stamina on each side of the horses. The traits relate to one or the other. And we got a 4. 4 means we're going on stamina. We're going to the middle group and we're going to check for a middler or a stalker can challenge. A middler or a stalker. So we have 2 stalkers here. And that is all. So front runner will not be able to challenge. It'll just be affirmed and citation. So affirmed is going to go first. We have a 1, so that is in the jockey range. They're going after horse number 4. And we got a 5, so you got 1, 2, 3. What was the trade again we said? We're going after a middler or a stalker. So I think they would get a challenge for that. So it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4. That's all they have. They do not have 5. So affirmed is going to go pass, and they're going to get that spot. And the other stalker is citation is going to get a chance. So here comes citation going after the next one. We have a 2. The jockey check is going to work. Going after number 5. Do they have 1 defense? They are. So that is the end of furlong number 6. We're coming around the back stretch. We're going to be going to stamina for our next check. The last 2 furlongs are stamina. We have a 3, number 8. So 3 on stamina is going to be middle group. 8 is a push. So middle group looking for push. Native Dancer does have push. So let's check it out. We have a 5. No, she's only got a 4. That's not going to be successful. We're going to go to next jockey, Pat Day. Does she have push? Yes, she does. She's got it. Going after number 5. Do they have 5 X's for push? So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, she does, because she's got a star. So that will hold off that challenge. Man of War has a push. Here it comes. It's a 4. Jockey has 6. Going after number 6, and it's going to be a successful challenge. Affirmed gets passed by Man of War. We're going to the last furlong, folks. Here we go. And for that one, you have a special final furlong. So we're going to grab probably 2 groups, maybe more than 2 groups. And here we go. The last furlong. We're going to roll a 4. That is going to the back in the middle. Oops, and I think I moved this. Back in the middle. So we're going to start way back here. The trait we're looking for is 5, which is reflex. And Exterminator has it. And it's going to be successful because they have a chip. So even if they don't do it, they're going to get away with it. So 5, that meets Bill Shoemaker. Going after number 1. Do they have 4 stars? 1, 2, 3. And the trait was, again, what did I say it was? I got to write, maybe put these in a circle or something. I keep forgetting. 4, number 5 is reflex. So we're looking for reflex here on the final furlong. So we're looking for reflex. Should write that down when I do it. And so we're going to check here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. So that is not going to be a good challenge, but they will use their chip to do the challenge. There's nothing a firm can do about it. We got to move on to the next horse. That is going to be 20 grand. Does 20 grand have reflex? It does. Here it comes. It is going to be a 5. Yes. Going after horse number 2 and 1X. Yes. So that is not going to work. We're going to the next horse there. Do they have reflex? Seabiscuit does have reflex. 2 and 3 for the jockey. So it's going to work. Going after horse in number 6. Do they have 5 X's? We have 1, 2, 3 for reflex. That is all they have. So Seabiscuit is going to pass Native Dancer and move up to the next spot. Seabiscuit will be next because on the final furlong, it is back and middle. So this one and this one. So yes, it does have reflex. So here we go. It's a 2. Passes the check. Going after horse number 2. Need 4 X's. 1, 2, 3, 4. And they will not pass it. Next, does reflex have citation? Yes, reflex with a star. So 2 chances. First one is successful. Going after horse number 3, and it's a 6. So it's going to be successful. And with the second one, you don't do it again, but you will get a chip. So that will stop Citation from getting moved back. Here comes Shoemaker. They have reflex. Yes, they do. It's a 2. They've got it. Going after number 4 with a 6. You can't stop a 6, but they'll use a chip to prevent the pass. And that is how we finish today, folks. Seattle Slew is going to win this race, coming in first with a chip. So that means it finished quite a ways ahead of number 2, which is Secretariat. Will come in second place. Third is Citation. Fourth is Exterminator. And fifth is Man of War. And next will be Seabiscuit. And in seventh, we have Native Dancer. And in eighth, we will have 20 grand. Let's write that down. 20 grand is next. And finally, Affirmed is going to come in ninth. They got passed at the very end there. So Affirmed is going to be ninth. So that is my 4th race with this game. This is Play at the Races. Hopefully I played it right. If I didn't, please let me know in the comments. These are the horses for the historical set, or the real horses. They're not, the game does come with fictional horses, and I'm using the real jockeys, and that is the game. And there's a look at the full shot if you want to take a peek at the playmat that I made for myself. And that is Play at the Races. Hope you enjoyed it, folks.